Criminal defense lawyers, who's the most disturbing potential client you've come across? Here the lawyer was the monster. Joe pleaded to multiple horrific crimes against women. In subsequent news stories about him, a reporter called him a man who takes lives and forces himself onto girls, and cited an anonymous source in her reporting. I assisted in a legal self-help office, meaning, we didn't represent anyone, but helped people wade through civil matters, by responding to requests for information, forms, etc., but gave no legal advice, or representation. One fun part of the job was responding to jail mail. Anyway, as one of the senior staff that handled a wide range of civil matters, a lot of jail mail landed on my desk. One day, I get a letter from Joe who wants to sue a news organization, a reporter, and anonymous, for libel. I had multiple boilerplate forms, and lots of relevant law to copy-paste to print out, so I sent Joe all the stuff to commence a libel suit. I really didn't think much of it. Months later, I get a fairly well-drafted summons and complaint. The complaint spells out everything he had confessed to. He did have a problem with being called what he was called. I mean, the guy's gotta protect his reputation, right? The news organization, of course, immediately files a motion to dismiss. Which meant I had to walk the guy through opposition papers, and his motions to disclose the name of the anonymous source in the news accounts, who was named as anonymous, in his civil lawsuit, and a million other things the guy was asking for. Strictly speaking, it looked like a bad case and should have been dismissed, but the judges here give a lot of latitude to pro se litigants. Our correspondence goes on for years. I had zero ethical, or legal obligation to this guy, aside from walking him through a civil proceeding. I was his de facto gopher on the outside. I finally Googled the guy's name, and come up with the actual news stories. What Anonymous stated on the record to the reporter was horrific, but she survived. And I believe I figured out what Joe's endgame was. He wanted Anonymous's name revealed to him, very unlikely. This scumbag wanted to torment this woman while he was doing his time. Inmates are incredibly resourceful. Anyway, I decided to slow walk all my responses to this guy. I'd put his stuff on the bottom of all my other papers. I believe everyone should have their day in court, and it wasn't my call to end his case, but I was really conflicted about helping this guy at all. Anyway, after about 3 to 5 years of correspondence, I was able to hand off all the jail mail stuff to someone else. So, this is the case where both the monster and the lawyer were one and the same.